Hi, thank you for joining my daughter and I for this no excuse yoga practice. We're going to get started in just a moment in downward facing dog, and this is a morning flow just to get your muscles warmed up and to get you breathing and to get you feeling good and ready to go about your day. So let's get started. We're going to get started in downward facing dog. Can you please get onto your mat now? Thank you so much. Alright, I always like to start with being in a push-up position, fingers spread wide apart, hips in line with the rest of your body, shoulders away from your ears, spreading your collarbones, and lifting through the hamstrings. So take an inhale here, and then exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. And since this is pretty early, we're going to separate the feet nice and wide, especially if you're doing this in the morning, with the knees bent and pressing your hips up toward the sky and your chest toward your thighs, and just let your head hang. Take a few nice long slow breaths and slowly pedal out your feet by dropping one heel, bending the opposite knee, maybe taking a few breaths on each side and just going along at your own pace. If this gets to be too much at all in downward facing dog, you can, that's okay, you can pick them up and put them in your back in your bowl. You can come right down into child's pose and take a rest. Knees wide, feet together, chest toward your thighs. And if you want to keep your arms active, just stay right up on your fingertips. So coming back into downward facing dog, and again, just pedaling the feet out, swaying the hips from side to side, just doing whatever feels good. Really tapping into your breath and softening the hinge of your jaw around your eyes and just letting your head hang. Keep picking them up. Pick up all the pieces. And just a few more moments here. Checking in with your hands, shoulder distance apart, fingers spread wide apart. Middle fingers pointing toward the top of the mat. Rolling your shoulders out away from your ears and then hugging your arm bones into the sockets. Hips high, heels reaching down. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, step the right foot all the way through in between your hands. If the foot doesn't come all the way up and it's back here, you can take your hand right behind the heel and just bring it all the way up, top of the mat, in between your hands. We're going to drop the left knee down, top of the foot flat, and just bring our hands up to the front thigh. And depending on how you're feeling, you can either lean forward if you're ready for that more of an intense stretch along the left side of your leg, or if it's just too much right there, just back off and only sink down as far as you feel comfortable. So relax your shoulders, relax your face, and find your breath. On your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And then exhale, bring the hands down to frame that front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the knees, step right on back, downward facing dog. Inhale. And then exhale, step your left foot all the way through in between your hands, and then the right knee comes down. Hands come to the left thigh. Shoulders soft, face is relaxed, and either sinking into this or backing up out of it. On your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And as you exhale, hands come down. Step back, top of a push-up. Take a breath in. Exhale, knees come down, chest in between the hands, and the chin comes down. Keep squeezing your ribs with your elbows. And then inhale, lift your heart. Cobra. Feel free, if you're not quite ready to press up quite as high as I am, you can come into Sphinx pose on your forearms, pulling your forearms toward the back of your mat and pressing your heart toward the front of your mat. On your next exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward dog. Pedal out the feet for a moment. breathe, smile. And then inhale, lift your right leg. Just lift it hip height and keep reaching out through that heel. Keep dropping through the left heel. Keep pressing into your hands. And on your next exhale, step your right foot all the way through in between your hands. Drop your left knee down. And right away, inhale, reach your arms. And as you exhale, drop your right arm down, reach up and over with your left hand. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, left hand comes down, right hand to the right thigh, and twisting to the right. Good, and unwinding, right hand comes down, step back, downward dog. Breathing in, reaching out through your left heel. Keep pressing into your hands, keep reaching down through your right heel. So the left hip's in line with the right, so you don't want to have it up like that. You just drop it on down. Take an inhale, and the exhale will help bring that foot all the way through in between your hands. Right knee comes down, top of the foot flat. And then inhale, reaching your arms high, sinking your hips as much as you'd like. And then on your next exhale, drop your left hand down. It's okay if you can't touch the floor. And reach up and over with the right hand, creating space at the right side of your body, between the right ribs. And then inhale, reach your arms back up to the sky. And then the right hand comes down, left hand to the left thigh, and twist to the left.
Where's that?
And then coming back to center, unwinding. Left hand comes down, step back to a push-up. Take a breath. Exhale, lower yourself down. Inhale, cobra. Hips on the floor, hands on the floor. Peel your shoulders away from your ears. Take another breath. And then lower yourself down. Bring your forehead all the way down to the ground. And reach your arms out to a T. Inhale, lift your head up. Lift your heart up, lift your arms up. You can keep your arms like this or bring your arms back beside you with the palms spinning in. Keep pressing down through your toenails, so the tops of the feet, you'll feel your knees lift up when the legs activate. And take another breath. And on an exhale, bring your hands down.
Mommy.
And we're going to come back to child's pose. So you're going to have to get off of me, okay? All right, I'm going to drop you off to the side. And press your hips back to your heels. Keep your arms active, so lifting the arms except for the fingertips. Forehead comes down. Take 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Feel free to exhale through your mouth or your nose. Inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. Inhaling, starting to walk your hands in toward your knees. Lift your torso. Bring your knees together and bring your hands back behind you. Lift your knees for a stretch across the front of the ankles. Can you get on your mat, please? Take another breath there. And exhale, releasing. Make your way back into downward facing dog.
I want you.
Buddy, I'm trying to make a video. Step back, downward dog. You gotta help me, okay? Get on your mat. Show everybody how to do downward dog. Can you do that? All right. On your next breath in, we're gonna lift the right leg high. And as you exhale, step it all the way through in between your hands. Left knee comes down. Top of the foot flat. Inhale, reach your arms. Exhale, hands come down. And then inhaling, we're gonna lift the right or the left foot up, and we're gonna reach for it with the right hand.
I like to be on you.
So this is definitely a great no excuse practice. Sometimes it's hard to get things done, but there's always a way. Open your heart a little bit more to the right. And then release that foot, reach up with the right hand, bring the hand down. I'm going back to downward dog. And then back to downward facing dog. Okay, okay, okay. All right, take a breath in. Nope, nope, nope. And then inhale, lift your left leg up. And then exhale, step it all the way through. Right knee comes down, inhale, arms reach. And exhale, right hand comes down. Start to lift the right foot. No, thank you, honey, I'll do it later. And grab your toes with the left hand. And open your heart a little bit more to the left. Hug the left knee in toward the midline of your body. And release that foot down. Please don't touch the camera. Bring the left hand down, tuck the back toes, step back, top of a push-up, inhale. Exhale, lower yourself. Breathing in, lift your heart. And then exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale.
Mommy,
One more. Inhale.
I want to drink it.
And exhale.
I want to
You can drink it. And then start walking your hands to your feet. Find your forward fold at the back of your mat. Separate your feet as wide as your mat. Soften your knees. Rest your chest or your ribs on your thighs. And just let your arms hang. If you feel the need, you can shake your head yes and no. I'm just taking a few breaths here. If you feel ready to lift the hips and straighten the legs out, you can do that. Good, and then bend the knees again. If you straighten them, roll yourself all the way up, chin in toward your chest. Heel toe your feet in, and then inhale, reach your arms. Maybe a little back bend. And exhale, palms come together in front of your heart. And just bringing awareness back into your body, back into the space around you, back into the present moment. Close your eyes and just take a few breaths. Start to feel your feet. Start to feel your shoulders relax down away from your ears. Soften your knees a bit. Just relax your face. Maybe let on a little smile across your lips.
Ow!
And then open your eyes, release your arms down. I'm going to turn sideways on my mat here when I can. So can you get on your mat and do what I do for a second? We're going to step out nice and wide. Oops, sorry. You do what I do, okay? All right. Bring your arms out, ankles underneath the wrists. Turn your right toes out. Spin your left foot in. You want to spin that foot in about 45 to 60 degrees. We're going to come into warrior 2. So we're going to bend that right knee. You may need to shorten or widen your stance. Ankle underneath the knee in the front. And pressing down through the blade of the back foot. Sink your hips, press that knee open, starting to work into the inner thighs and the hips, quadricep muscles, hamstrings, everything. Shoulders are soft. Looking out over your right fingertips. Let's flip the right palm. We're going to reverse it, reaching straight up with the right hand. Can you do this? Looking up toward your right fingertips. Keep pressing the right knee open and wrapping your right seat underneath you. Take another breath right here, or reach up with the left hand and give yourself a little extra stretch. Keep sinking into that front knee, and then back into warrior 2. And straighten out that front leg. You may need to heel toe the back foot in just a little bit. Triangle pose. All right, start hinging at this right hip. So you're sucking the hip bone into the socket as you reach with the right fingertips, and that right hand's going to come down. And looking up toward the left hand, inhale here, stay here, or exhale, reach your left arm over your ear, and then rotate your heart up toward the sky, look up toward the sky. If this doesn't feel okay on your neck, look off to the side or down. And then reaching up through that left hand again. Bend the right knee just a little bit. Look down at that foot and come back up. Parallel your feet. And then spin the left toes out. Right toes spin in. Remember, 45 to 60 degrees with that back foot. And then bend into the left knee. Reach out, front heel intersects the back arch of the foot. Soften your shoulders and look out over your left fingertips. Sinking down into that front thigh, front knee, pressing down through the back foot. Reversing it, flip that left palm, reach it up. Keep sinking down, try not to straighten that left leg. Take another breath here, or reach up and give yourself another stretch. Keep pressing the left knee open. Breathing, feeling the space being created at the left ribs. Good, and then back into warrior two. Straighten out the front leg. I'm going to heel toe my back foot in once or twice. And start sucking that left hip bone into the socket. And reaching, staying long through your waist. And then dropping the left hand down. You can hold the ankle. I like to hold my ankle. Sometimes the floor, if you have a block close by, you can have it on a block or your shin, never the knee. If you need to, keep a...
I flipped over on my yoga mat.
Good. If you need to, keep a little bend in that left knee to prevent locking out the knee. Take another breath here. Or exhale, arm down by the ear, palm spins down. Pull that right shoulder back. Roll your heart toward the sky. Look up, off to the side, or down. So really test your balance. If you have a little one climbing all over you, maybe an animal or a few children, go ahead and take a look down at that left leg. Reach up through the left arm. Bend the knee a bit. Press down to come up. Parallel your feet. And step out again nice and wide. Okay, I'm going to need you to stop climbing on me for just a minute, okay? All right, inhale and exhale, fold. Inhale, hands under your shoulders, look up and lengthen your spine. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale.
I'm stuck.
Yeah, you are stuck. And just you can hang out here with the legs straight, or you can bend into one knee and then the other knee. And just going back and forth, getting into your inner thighs. Good. And then take a few more breaths here. Sorry. Reach back and interlace your fingers and lift your knuckles up toward the sky or up and overhead. Closing your eyes, just letting your mind quieten down no matter what's going on around you. And bring your hands down to your low back, let them slide down your legs. Bring your heels in toward one another. Come into a squatting position. Heels in, toes pointing out. Pushing into your knees with your elbows, palms come together. Now we're actually going to end here. If there's anything else that you think may feel good for you to get your day going, to get your body moving, maybe some back bending or cobras or resting in child's pose or anything at all, you are the best teacher for yourself. So just do whatever it is that you need. And maybe this was enough. I hope you have a great day. Thank you.